Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Noles ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Air in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Complete. He's past the 30. Great move. Now he's got room. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. The run to the left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give out of the gun. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
There's some room. Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down.
Oh, he found the space on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's That's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Run in the red zone, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Carr above the noise. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback, and obviously they're not able to.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. He might want another play. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Might be changing the route. On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Fires left. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers, and Tim Brown won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
He's going for it all. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Ball down at the 18-yard line. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To throw, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the heat.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. Makes the grab in the corner. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Carr. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in Jordan.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Carr. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The inside handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Off play action. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the air, it's Daniels. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it beat down in bounds.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. comes from inside his own 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Carr. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's got the tight end.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. So now it's second and long. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the right. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap to the back. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Booster.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Booster.
C.J. Carr firing again. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going